What up, it's Ty 1822 back with another AEW Dynamite review. So far, I've been really enjoying AEW in the start of 2026 with the main event scene. With MJF being the world champion, Tony Khan is cooking right here with this stuff in AEW. And I hope we continue to see more of this for the rest of the year in 2026. If you want to know how I feel overall about this show, please stay to the end of the review for my final overall thoughts on Dynamite. So we kick things off a trio match involving the Don Callis family and the Death Riders. Now, as of right now, with these two factions feuding each other, what are the Death Riders? Are they baby faces or they heel? I cannot tell at all. But this was a good match right here. The Don Callis family get the win. Jon Moxley versus Keska will be for the Continental Championship at Grand Slam Australia. I'm really looking forward to this match. I get why they are doing this feud between Death Riders and Don Callis family. These are the two biggest factions in AEW. But I've been wondering, are they still going to have the Death Riders turn on Jon Moxley? They got to go in that direction after Jon Moxley won that Continental Championship and cut that babyface promo. I hope AEW does not decide to just go in a different direction with the Death Riders and Jon Moxley. I know this stable is not as bad as it was through half of 2025, but come on, man. We got to end the Death Riders eventually. So, hey, I'm just going to wait and see when it's going to happen this year. If it don't, man, I'm going to be so disappointed in Tony Khan for keeping this stable around. Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm. Ever since Tony Khan did that mixed nuts tag match, I had no idea that a pairing between Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm will actually work. The crowd is behind this right here. Tony Storm teaming with Orange Cassidy been a better pairing than her teaming with Mina Shirakawa in the women's tag team division. They squashed a team. Now they got a match against Marina Shafir and Willa Yuta at Grand Slam Australia. The winners will get their head shaved. And I really enjoyed Tony Storm post-match promo saying she will make Marina Shafir look like Jon Moxley. Good stuff right there between Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm. Apparently, I had no idea I needed. Mark Davis versus Hangman Adam Page. Now, Mark Davis being paid by MJF. And, of course, Don Callis is the reason why Hangman is facing Mark Davis. This was a solid match right here. Hangman Page picks for the win, and now he will head to Grand Slam Australia. He will face the winner of Kenny Omega or Andrade, and that's the match for this show that everybody were waiting for once it got announced. And speaking of Kenny Omega versus Andrade, this was awesome. I love the presentation of Andrade in AEW with him having women ringside lusting over him. We know what he can do inside the ring, but now we finally have a character for Andrade and it's working. Thank God that's all he needed. His second run in AEW is already better than what he done in his first run in AEW. Kenny Omega is bad. We all know he's been struggling with injuries, but now he is here, put on banger after banger, and I need this to be a rematch on a pay-per-view. So you got Don Callis coming out with the screwdriver. Swerve makes the save, but Swerve also distracted Kenny Omega, which led to Andrade defeating Kenny Omega, and he will face Hangman Adam Page. The winner will face MJF at Revolution for the World Heavyweight Championship. I was shocked by this outcome. I was so sure that we're going to get we're going to get Omega versus Hangman at Grand Slam, and the winner will face MJF for the World Heavyweight Championship. But Swerve and Omega, they were pushing each other, and I'm saying to myself, hold up, are we getting Swerve versus Omega? Sign me up, Revolution. Now, I know other people out there like, damn, man, Omega versus MJF, yes, that sounds great, and I totally agree. Am I hyped for Hangman versus MJF? Because we all know Hangman is going to defeat Andrade at Grand Slam Australia. I'm not as hyped for it, but they got to finish this storyline between these two. And then we can do MJF and Kenny Omega another time. Megan Bang, Penelope Ford versus Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, a tag team championship eliminator match. This turned out to be a solid match. Harley Cameron really looked good in this match right here. I said this on Twitter. Penelope Ford worked with Megan Bang, really saved her career because she was so close to being one of those expiring contracts and possibly going to the W. But thank you, Megan Bang. Penelope Ford does get the win. Now they will get a shot at the AEW Tag Team Championship at Grand Slam Australia. And you know what I've been really enjoying in AEW so far? Gabe Kidd. It's something about Gabe Kidd. He just brings something different to AEW. And I hope when the contract up with New Japan Wrestling, he will sign with the company. Clark Connor and Gabe Kidd put Darby Allin inside back of the trunk. Then later on, they showed both guys in the back, and they showed a video of them having Darby Allin in a bag, dragging them in the Las Vegas streets. This build up between Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin is already better than the other stuff Darby was doing with the Death Riders. I'm all for Gabe Kidd and AEW, and I really enjoyed this guy work as a professional wrestler. Ricochet versus Jack Perry. This is the AEW National Championship. I'm about to call it International Championship by accident, but thank God I did not. This was a good match. I know Ricochet had a big old rant today on the internet, cussing up a storm, but hey, I am a fan of Ricochet, and I can't tell someone how to react to their own personal former employer because I was not in the W, so I do not know how the man should feel or not feel. But this was good stuff between Jack Perry and Ricochet. You had a Gates act out there, also the Bucks. But at the end of the day, still your AEW National Champion, Ricochet. And next week they will have a tournament, not a tournament match, a no one contendership tag team match to see who will face the AEW Tag Team Champions. FTR. I'm not sure who will be the other two teams in that tag team match, and I believe it will be a 4-way. So there's a reason why both tag teams were out there during this championship match. So we get to the championship eliminator match between MJF and Brody King. Hangman Page music hits, which leads to a distraction. Brody King put MJF in a sleeper hold, hit his finisher, and Brody King squashed MJF. Yes, the World Heavyweight Champion got squashed by Brody King. What a great way to make Brody King look like a beast. Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you, MJF, for swallowing your pride, being found with put it over Brody King in that fashion. You had Andrade come out there to attack Brody King. MJF attacked Brody King. And at the end of the day, Brody King stood tall and Hangman Page. Tony Khan, you are continuing to book with this world title scene, and that's why it's great that MJF is the world champion in AEW. Two things I was shocked about this episode. I did not see Andrade beating Hangman Page, and I did not see Brody King beating MJF in that fashion right there. This was an enjoyable episode from AEW. And the way AEW started right now in 2026, I'm already enjoying it than every last thing I witnessed in 2025. I'm not sure what Tony Khan doing today in AEW, but I'm really enjoying the Dynamite episode. MJF just being the world champion is doing so much wonders for this coming upcoming things I'm really looking forward to in AEW. So keep it up in 2026. So if you watch AEW Dynamite like me, give me your thoughts on the show. Negative, positive, I respond to everybody in the comments per usual. Hit the like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.